Hello, everyone. My name is Jaden Torres, and today I'll be showcasing my final project for Graphical User Interface Development class, the spring 2024 semester. The name of this final project is Measurement Converter for GUI Development Project. So let me go ahead and share my screen so I can show this for you. All right, here's the code for the program, but first I do want to show what the program looks like when it is executed. So here is the form that we see off startup. So we do have our picture of the house over to our left, top left corner. We do have our title, Converter App 2. This is the second iteration. As you may know from the midterm project, this just has some extra options, extra information that is presented. We do have a enter the value and choose conversion text box here. We can just enter anything. We do have a convert measurement radio buttons options. We can choose either inches to meters or meters to inches. We have a convert button, which once pressed will give us the answer. We do have a save results, which takes the answer and puts it in a little list box. We do have clear results, which clears the answer. And we have a clear list that clears a whole list of previous answers. Save the file button creates a file and saves it for us. So let's just go down to the test cycle that is presented and let's run it. So first one is no entry at all. Let's click convert. It says error, the value that you've entered is not numeric. Please try again. All right. Next test cycle will be A, B, C. All right. And click inches to meters. We're presented with another error message box saying error, the value of entered is not numeric. Please try again. All right, moving on to our next test cycle, which is the meters convert error. The value I've entered is negative. Please try again. All right, let's go ahead and click clear results. And now we should be presented with our very first option that will be accepted. So 15 and option to be pressed is inches to meters. All right, press convert, and we do see that our first answer is shown here. 15 inches is equal to 0.381 meters. And if you want to save results, we click this button and it shows up in our little list box right here. All right, our next option is 3. So 3, and this will be involved with, oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little too ahead of myself. All right, so clear results. The next option is 15, convert. I'm sorry, next option is 14. 14 inches is equal to 0.356 meters. Save results. We notice that it's now saved right here. Next option, the results. Next option is 3, and 3 is meters to inches. Convert button. We do get another answer. 3 meters is equal to 118.110 inches. Click button to save results. We notice that it does stack on top of each other. Does not overlap at all. All right. And then let's go with, let's in a whole number, do 0.91. And that would be meters to inches. Yeah, meters to inches. All right, and convert 0.91 meters is equal to 35.827 inches. And save results. All right. So now our very next option is save the file. So once we save the file, we do notice a little message that pops up right here. It says save 4 entries to text message.txt. So let me go ahead and start from scratch. So we open up our File Explorer and we go over to our final project. Of course, our bin, our debug, our net 8.0 Windows. We do see a measurements.txt pop up here. Last edited 1051, it's 1052 right now, so we know it's up to date. And here's our answers. that was written into a file and closed. So now we see 15 inches is 0.381 meters. We see our whole number option, and we see our inverted options. All right. So now let's go ahead and close the program and show you the code itself. So here's the couple of variables that I have declared. This is a couple of these I've recycled from my midterm project. So string input is the initial parse. Decimal input is me parsing that string into a decimal. 1, 2, and 2 tool. They could be the same thing. I just want to keep it different. To use as because both these numbers are technically being used for different. One's being used for multiply, one's being used to divide. So this is the conversion rate between inches to meters. Decimal 1 tool capture results of temp 1 tool and temp. Decimal 2 tool capture results of 2 tool and temp. Answer tool is the definite answer to be submitted into our output window. This is not used. I've used it for troubleshooting. Items is a formatted answer string that I have used to put into my files. Temp is used. I use during my compute variable to compute the answer. Proc just tells me which bracket button is selected when the compute button is pressed. Path is basically just tells what my file is going to be named. FS is my file stream. File select is not used. I've used this for troubleshooting. Line is used to write into the file, and dim writer as stream.io stream writer. I've used this to write into my file and close it. So first off, form load. This is what happens when the form first initially loads. Basically, ignore is my radio button that is hidden from everything else. So once it loads, it clicks and it hides itself. Basically, what this does, it clicks and hides, so it doesn't automatically have a selected automatically have a selected radio button in sight for you to see. So technically, you have a clean slate of radio buttons to work with. File node is basically the text that houses how much entries are put into your text message file. Results items is basically the list window that gets gathered up over time with the answers that you have previously declared. And this is our radio buttons for procking. This is what happens when you click convert. So basically the string turns into a decimal. If not, then error message does occur. Here's all my error proofing. Validation, that is, data validation. And once it completes all that, it then calls a compute subclass. And what the compute does is first checks it was selected if proc1 is selected or proc2 is selected. If proc1 is selected, then it will be basically inches to meters, and if proc2 is selected as meters to inches. And then after all that's done, the stat output is declared or is called. And what stat output does is, once again, it checks to see which proc was selected and then formats everything to what it is. And after all that's done, that basically gives you that little answer window, gives you your answer. Once you click save, this list gathers up all the items that were in that kind of that history answered list that you had and calls the save to file. So basically the writer's open, it creates a path, which is measures.txt, and then it writes each item that was in that results window, closes it, and then lets you know how much items were saved in that draft, in that text file. All right, and yeah, this is a very short code. I only sources I've had was the in regards to how to open and write files and my midterm project. But that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.